have to give credit to investors. The fact that a lot of investors have looked at the research that companies perform better when they have women on their boards, and have started asking questions of, well, why aren't you applying this? I think it's made a huge difference.
By the way, can I ask a question right there? One of the things that popped into my head when I was studying the website and studying you, and I saw the stats, like, you have some great stats on your website where it says, hey, right here, it shows that if you have a diversified board, they perform better, blah, blah, blah. You know what I asked myself? I said, but why? Why though? Is it because if you have a more diversified board and women on the board, that helps them make better decisions, they create different thought processes? Why? I guess I'm just wondering why.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was a fair question. I was like, okay, well, this is cool, but why is that happening?
Why is that? Yes. I mean, part of it is diversity in general. I went to the Center for Creative Leadership in Colorado Springs, and they one of the things they do is they have you, if you have a larger team, it makes a better decision than one person. And if that team has diverse voices with different perspectives, you make a better decision than you would. So part of it is general diversity. But the other things that we found is that the effort norm of the whole board goes up if a woman joins. So I think if a woman joins the board, she's gonna take it very seriously. She's gonna really value that. It may not feel as clubby to her because she may be a little more independent. So she will ask good questions, and as she asks good questions, the whole dynamics. The conference board has done a study that said the whole dynamics change. The men's effort norm goes up too. And everyone is more engaged. Did you know that there's 40% fewer financial restatements if you have just one woman on your board?
Why?
Because they ask questions, and they don't mind asking questions. Some people say that women might be a little better at speaking truth to power.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
And so
I'll tell you what I formulated as my own answer to the why. When I was thinking about it, my own answer to the why this morning was, I thought to myself, okay, well, a lot of these boards where it's like, okay, I'm going to hire my buddy Johnny because I know Johnny's on the board, and Fred. Yeah, me and Fred would play golf together. He's on the board, and then you got like 5 dudes sitting around a table that all think alike, and they don't really challenge each other, and they're just like, hey, cool, we're having a board meeting, and then let's go to happy hour afterwards, right? Like that does a lot of good. I thought,
and I would say overall boards have gotten more serious. It probably helped after the Sarbanes-Oxley. That there was a more expectation that first of all the CEO sign off on the financials and that the board gets so. We love the National Association of Corporate Directors. We're glad that Colorado has a very active chapter in that group, and they are really working all the time to help. We encourage the people that go through our corporate Boardbound program to also take advantage of the NACD, National Association of Corporate Directors.
I think the other thing I was going to mention as to my own personal answer to why was I just related it to my own marriage, and the fact that, I can't tell you just how many times I will say, well, Kim, what do you think about this? And often she will have a view that I just hadn't thought about, that for whatever reason, I don't know. She looked at it differently from a different angle.
Exactly.
And it really just will help me make a more balanced decision. Now, I'm not saying I agree with her every time I ask her what her opinion is, but quite often, if I'm talking to her about something, I come to a more balanced approach. Balance is the word I'm using. I don't know. There's better words, but so I was relating it to that because I rarely will I make even today for Riderflex. While I have a great team and all of that. If I'm making a big decision as a CEO, I still go to Kim and say, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah. No, I think that's very much the case.
The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.